Welcome to this how to plan a flight tutorial for Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you're just starting out, you'll probably want to use the in-game flight planner, which this tutorial covers. But if you're a little bit more experienced, you'll probably want to use SimBrief, which isn't covered in this video. With that said, let's go plan a flight. Here we are on the main flight planning screen. Today we're going to do a nice short international flight. Our starting location is Stansted Airport in the UK. By default, you'll start on the runway with your engines running, but if you want to do a cold and dark start, just select a gate, and when you start the flight, you will start from cold and dark, and ATC will give you a taxi route to your assigned runway. We're flying to Charles de Gaulle in Paris, so you can see here we now have a nice direct route. However, that's not great for airliners. We'll want to plan our flight properly. If we were in a small aircraft like a Cessna, we choose low altitude airways, but because we're in an Airbus, we'll go with high altitude airways. We now have a proper route plans as you would find in real life. However, it's still a straight line south from the runway, which is not great if you're starting from a north, east or west facing runway. So we're going to choose a departure or a SID, a standard instrument departure. There are usually a few options for each airport and each runway at an airport. Choose a runway based on the wind conditions at your departure airport, and choose a SID which makes sense for your flight, as I've done here. So you can see here we make a short turn to the east and then we continue our route to the south. If we leave this as it is, ATC will automatically assign us a landing runway. However, that's a little bit buggy in Flight Sim right now. So we're going to choose our own runway to land on, which you should choose based on wind conditions at the time. So we're going to choose the ILS for 08 left, and you can see here the sim has created a route which leads us directly to intercept the localizer for runway 8 left. In real life, there are published approach routes called STARS, or standard terminal arrival routes, which ensure that all planes approaching a certain runway do so from the same direction. So we're going to pick a star here, again, which makes sense for our route. The first two did not, but this one here looks good. So we now have a full route with SIDs and stars and assigned runways from Stansted in the UK to Charles de Gaulle in Paris. This route will automatically be imported into your simulator and the plane, so when you hit LNAV or NAV on your aircraft, it will fly this route. When you're ready to start, just click fly, and at this point I will say thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please drop a like and please do consider subscribing, as I make this kind of content fairly regularly. Take care and I'll see you next time.